Rain splattered the empty windows of Ezra Ben's flat. He sat at his desk, fingers frozen over the keys, staring at the same blinking cursor he had for weeks. A once promising writer, now creatively hollow, Ezra whispered to the silence, "I'd give anything for a story worth telling." The silence answered. It came as a knock, soft and rhythmically impossible. 4 beats. Then 5. Then 6. He opened the door to find a narrow corridor, impossibly long, filled with whispers. On the far end, a library. Not a library of books you'd find in any world Ezra knew, but volumes etched in bone, parchment stitched from starlight, ink that shimmered like regrets. At the desk sat a librarian with no face. It spoke without lips. This is the library of unlived lives. Every book here is a life someone could have lived, but didn't. Ezra's hands trembled as he picked a crimson-bound tome titled The One Who Stayed Behind. It was his. In another timeline, he had turned down a publishing deal to care for his dying mother. In this life, she passed alone. The pages radiated guilt and tenderness. He kept reading. Soon, he wasn't just reading, he was writing. He copied fragments into his own manuscript, stolen epiphanies, perfect sentences from unlived selves. His book became a masterpiece. Agents called. Publishers begged. He was finally seen. But the world around him dimmed. His best friend disappeared, never had the courage to move cities, said a fading voice. A famous actor vanished, chose family over fame, in one version. His city became half-empty, people blinking out like weak stars. Reality unraveled. The librarian returned. You've rewritten fate, Ezra. Each word borrowed was a thread pulled. Your masterpiece is a mosaic of stolen destinies. How do I fix it? Ezra cried. The librarian pointed to a blank book, the final chapter. Write not to possess, but to release. Not for glory, but for balance. Ezra wrote. He poured his soul into restoring the unlived lives, giving them new meaning. A mother's hand held. A lover not abandoned. A child's laughter returned to a playground that had gone silent. With each word, the world mended. In the end, Ezra lost the fame. His best-selling novel faded from shelves. But the world was whole. And in his desk drawer, a single page remained, the writer who chose integrity. Moral: true creativity doesn't steal from what could have been, it honors what is. The stories we choose to tell shape not just our lives, but the lives around us.